Today is March 15th, 2013. I really have a true topic. It's been a little bit since I recorded a video. Um, just kind of been going through the motions of learning how to take care of Athena. We just went through, or are going through, our very first tummy bug, which has been, I think we've gotten off really easily compared to some of the stories I've read out there about ER visits and not being able to keep blood sugar up because they're throwing up so much. But this didn't happen for Athena, thankfully. She woke up yesterday morning asking to throw up, which is the only time she's ever thrown up is when she was in DKA, and that was once. She's never thrown up. So that was really strange, and she didn't really have a lot in her tummy. Her numbers went up, but not horribly. I mean, she was in the 200s, and it's been a while since she's been hovering in the 200s, so that was something different, I guess. Her ketones were pretty large, though. We have a blood ketone meter now, so she was 2.8 at her highest that I managed to check her. And she only threw up a total of 3 times. So like I said, I think we got off pretty easily. And I hope the worst of it is done now. She's sleeping. It's nap time. And she's been sleeping for the last hour. I slept on the couch, and she slept on her nap mat on the floor next to me, just in case. Her dad was sick as well. He was throwing up and he had a fever, so I didn't want her to be around him, and I didn't really want to be around him. And I know she needed to sleep next to me, so we just camped out downstairs. So I hope the worst of it is over. The newest news, I guess, in our lives as far as type 1 diabetes is concerned is we finally got the okay from everybody involved to get her on the pump. We chose the Animus Ping, and right now it's just cutting through the red tape. We got to fill out the it's an explanation of benefits or something, to involve insurance. But insurance just needs a letter from the doctor stating that she needs to be on the pump for whatever the reasons that they need to hear, and that's that. So I'm pretty excited about it, but I don't know how long it's going to take, the process. From what I understand, it could take, as quick as a week or two to a couple of months to get it all kind of worked out, get the pump, go through the class. We do a saline trial for a week, and then we go live after that. So there's no hospital stay. Some doctors require that, staying in the hospital just in case, numbers go crazy. So I'm like I said, I'm pretty excited about that, and we'll see how she does, because those are bigger needles. Even though it's less often, they're bigger and they hurt. And she's still only a 2-year-old, so I'm hoping that she'll go for it. She's been so awesome, and she just kind of, when it's time to check her blood sugar, she knows, and she'll give you a finger. Every now and then she puts up a little bit of a stink about it, but mostly she's just kind of like, all right, well. Now the shots are a different story. I'd say 50% of the time she's pretty okay with it, but the other 50, the 2-year-old comes out, she's not excited at all. So I suppose that's it. I wanted to make like a video about what I put in her bag. A representative from JDRF here locally to us brought me a blue backpack full of all kinds of literature and samples and a cookbook, and the Calorie King book, which is fantastic if you eat out, and we do every now and then, so it's really helpful to be able to look up how much are this many french fries at this place. So and so now I've just got it chock full of like spare clothes, and of course her we call it a Medis bag, where she keeps all the insulin and the syringes and all the things that we need, juice or her rescue pen, that sort of thing. So that'll be another video. I see those on YouTube, so I'll just contribute to that. Oh, one other thing that we did recently was after her diagnosis, she started having some belly distension and some bowel movement issues, whereas she never had before. So we went and saw the pediatric gastroenterologist, and they ran another blood work set a month after we went through the pediatrician and had the same blood work drawn, and both of those blood work sets came back within normal range for celiac, which is what I was concerned with, celiac disease. And so right now they say normal, but all of the information that I've been reading has really said those could be incorrect because of her age, because of the type 1, because of her metabolism, because of everything. Maybe there's not a whole lot of damage. She's had a pretty good diet for a kid. I mean, considering in America we just have access to so many processed things and things with a lot of chemicals and junk, and we kind of avoid the majority of that as best as we can. So all those things combined, just work differently in her body, I think. I'm not necessarily not convinced by the blood work, but I do watch, I'm more apt to believe that the symptoms that she's displaying are something, not just a fluke. So we removed gluten from her diet, and for the most part, me as well. I didn't notice a change really in myself, other than if I eat too much gluten, I'm not feeling so hot. But I think that's for everybody, because we're not really meant to eat like tons and tons of breads and oats and barley and that sort of thing. I think that's supposed to be a sparingly kind of thing. But whatever. For her, the belly distension is gone. She still has a toddler pot without having this hard, round, as if my 2-year-old is 9 months pregnant. So I'm very energized about that. I talk so much. It's already 7.5 minutes. So I'll just end this now. Those are the new things. 2 months in. I guess we're inching on 3 months since diagnosis. And otherwise, she's doing very well. And that's it.